Let's do it. Alright, we're good. Just had to double check. Serenium? Not for me. It's well, it's just cold. Nothing else happened. Thankfully. You know, hope you have a good training session today. Oh, that's right. I need to do some extra farming. Start to run out of crystal flies. Let's just get the dailies out first. Hey, Cameron. Day was uneventful, really. No real work happened. Or feel like it didn't happen. Everyone was just like mostly absent. As a lot of people were still on, like, either coming back from or just took the day off. So nothing of note.
Another test subject. The wind knows. Picked the wrong test subject.
Which, you know, always good. It feels like a day off. Even though it technically wasn't. It felt like a day off. So, just chilled.
Time to go.
As much as I would at work, I guess. That makes sense. Hey, casserole.
Live. Wind strider.
This one's got your name on it. Fire! Well, with rocks. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Coming at ya.
Raxus tomorrow? Should be tomorrow. Raxus. It's been a while since I have to farm it, but I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. In fact, I'll check my books. I should have some Praxis lying around. Praxis is tomorrow. Yeah. So that's gonna be cool as well. Might try to do some Abyss runs as well. Maybe, but this Abyss is pretty self-explanatory. So I'll probably save team testing for another day. Because what I want to do is obviously just farm, do the story, finish it. Then, if we have time, I want to hop onto HSR. Skill or burst? Technically, neither. Just because if you're just using her for Bloom, then you don't need to level anything. If you want to use it for on-field stuff, or just because you like her, burst first. Because it actually does damage considerably. So, especially with crits. But otherwise, if you just want her for Bloom, she's not worth it to level talents for. You just need levels, artifacts, weapon stuff. That's it. Oh, if we're talking about Dia, element. If you're going for damage, elemental burst first, then skill. normals can stay as they are, since they don't really get enhanced. Hey, Jenny. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing much. I'm just gonna be doing the Roses and Muskets story, just to wrap it up. I don't think I'll be doing anything else. Well, I guess aside from like daily farming stuff, I'll be just doing Roses and Muskets. Wrapping it up today. As much as it needs to be done. Like training it is. Same time. Must be that bad. Oh yeah. Speaking of HSR, if we do get to it, it might be more Sim Universe grinding than anything. For Golden Gears, maybe Storm Disaster as well. Because I realized that Ruan Mei was the cheat code that I needed all along. Because, like, bruh, she makes it unfairly easy to progress through mobs with her break. Like, it is something else.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Because, like, in regular Sim Universe, if I were to use her special break ability with a lot of blessings, she deals like 400, 500k before when the battle starts, and ends so quickly that before battle starts even appears, battle over also appears simultaneously. It's funny to see them overlap. Like, it really is. Alright, as always, let's go ahead and see what we get for Navia's artifacts. It's just May things, yeah, man. It's almost making me... Oh, yeah. And, I also have a temporary set for Dr. Ratio. I have it on my Arlen. And after some calcs with his traces, his minor and major traces, along with the free-to-play Lycone, Cruising in the Stellar Sea that I'll give him for now, since I can't really afford nor want to build another Hunt Lycone from scratch. He's looking pretty good. I'm almost also considering going for E1 ratio. Almost. Just because he's starting to grow on. But obviously we are close to the 5-star proc. So I don't know if I want to risk it or not. It's just going to depend on how other people like that idol on specifically.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Yeah, give it a shot at least. If you get Ruan Mei, great. Then you have quite literally one of the best buffers in the game. Doesn't really replace Bronya though. That's actually a blessing in disguise. Because you can use them in separate teams for Memory of Chaos, or just use them together. Which is what a lot of people are doing.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, wind strike.
A proper send-off from Vespina with love. This one's got your name on it. Hiya! Feeling lucky?
But yeah, I actually did some relic farming today instead of trace farming. It's just how I managed to get a really good not good, but like decent-ish set on him. I might go back to farming hacker space again. Because I have 2 imaginary, 2 speed
The wind knows me.
at the moment.
Clouds high. The birds call.
A proper send-off from Messina with love. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
But I mean, yeah, I'm probably just gonna focus on what is it? Of course, double defense, crit damage. I already have a feather. We'll see.
Coming to be.
Everybody stand back.
Fallen leaves adorn my night. Wind strider.
This one's got your name on it. Ha-ha. Coming at ya.
Farming the physical set. Gotcha. Everything is bad today, as it is. Swear to God, man. Like, cut me some slack today. Please. Like, we'll do 10 ley lines before we head on down to the story. It'll be quick. I don't want to forget about it. So this one's closer.
Ignorant and bold. Into the wind. Consider it. Live. Witness my great undertaking.
Attack! That's the way. This one's got your name on it. This one's got your name on it. Ha-ha. Watch out. Hiya.
How inconvenient. Still.
It would be... I'm afraid that message didn't go through Cameron. So I don't know what he types. Exactly. Chevrus mats. I don't know if I have anything pre-farmed either. So I guess I'll just leave it up to YouTube videos to decide if I should pull or not. Specifically for a 4-star.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
So, you know, I'm a little on the fence about it. Because once again, pulling for a 4-star only is going to be the death of me. Because at least I can try to save up for Xian Yun. Or even beyond. If she's not particularly great, I don't need her, but... I don't know. I might probably want her.
Coming to be. One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Good. Alright, where's the other one? Wait, seriously, where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Oh, that scared me for a second.
Wind strike.
Fire! Well, with rocks. Everybody stand back!
Coming to be.
Watch out! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya! Nah. Nah. Hiya! Watch out! Nah. Ha.
Live.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Oh.
The wind knows me.
Friendship mission. Okay.
Wind strike. One with nature.
Albedo rerun. Oh boy. I still can't believe he didn't rerun on in December, like literally in December. I can't believe he didn't. I wonder what they're going to be saving him for. I truly wonder.
Burst forth. Clouds high. Birds call. The wind knows me.
Feeling lucky? This one's got your name on it. Shall adventure
And where's the other one? There. Triple banners. With their expansive roster, they might.
Follow the wind.
Triple banners first, second half. I can see that happening. But they might announce it, like, probably during Natlan. Or maybe the patch before Natlan. I can see that happening.
Live.
everybody stand.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
It would be pretty cool, but a little frightening as well. Depending on how stacked the reruns are. I think that's... Yeah, but I guess with, you know, the changes to, like, gaming, from, like,
Coming to be.
China's restrictions on it, they might have to
Adorn my
play
night.
around a bit more.
Coming at ya. Ha. Hiya. Ha-ha. Blink. Hey there.
With the restrictions. What was I saying again? Something about
Umbrella
restrictions.
warfare, I guess.
Right.
Shine.
Because with the way that, you know, China's cracking down on gacha games over there, the way to get 5 stars might be altered in Genshin. You know? So, instead of triple banners, they might start including a 5 star in the Star Glitter shop.
The wind knows me.
You know?
The birds call. One with nature. Live.
Maybe not like a 5 star, maybe 1 to 2. I don't know. It's something that's possible. To make sure that they appease
Time to go.
the specific crackdowns, because removing dailies is definitely going to affect the premium currency flow for the most part.
Everybody stand!
Burst forth. As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Hang on. Just gonna do everything. We just have to see. But, obviously if they don't have any alternative methods in response, then yeah, we can definitely see triple banners, most likely. But I think they should, and we've been saying it for a while, add a new game mode. But at this point, I don't know, it wouldn't feel like an honest addition. It'd be like, yeah, here's your new game mode, yada yada. Instead of like, HSR is like, oh, you want new stuff? We'll give you new stuff. Situation. If that makes sense. Because a new game mode with new currency to get limited 5-star characters would be pretty cool. To give players something to do, all the way from like newbie to veteran. Be pretty cool overall. Alright, we'll leave that alone. And I'm only saying this because Honkai Impact 3rd doesn't, so it's not something impossible for them to do. But I feel like they're just being a little lazy in the implementation. Steph should be pulling this weekend. Best of luck to her.
Ayaka, Navia, you're already here!
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Marmonia. I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there! 2
Hello,
mechanical puppets
Sophie.
that were dancing together!
Welcome to stream.
You've already seen them, right? Yeah, those two! Amazing, aren't they?
We're just chilling with the Roses and Muskets event.
It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them, too! Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach! Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater! I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then... splash! We were beneath the waves.
I don't know how long this will take us, though.
I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the Romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Ooh. Oh, you mean hunters rays and blubber beasts.
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Oh, good time. I might need to go see if I can grab some snacks. However, a little snackish.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Yeah, even I was worried I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be
Me too,
shooting
Jenny.
together,
I was
and
quite
ready
surprised.
to go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon. As for the others, we're here.
Ah, Miss Chiori.
Please
Chevron.
excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Wait, 6 miles?
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has. Good morning, everyone.
They might do something with Chiori.
Morning.
Feel like it.
Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar. Sure. I'd be happy to do that for you.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. The last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
There she goes.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina.
Which character do I think
Guess
is the
you're not used to waking up so
worst?
early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the
Hmm.
whole night reading the novel from cover to cover.
Story-wise or
Sections either need to be
gameplay-wise?
omitted or
Answers will
adapted.
vary.
Wow, Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well, I was the biggest star in Olifontaine after all.
Gameplay?
It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it.
I would
I went
unfortunately
all
have
out
to
when I
say,
was acting as an
I think
Archon.
like
So why wouldn't I do the same
Dory?
in real life?
Here's your
I
coffee,
think.
Director Farina.
Ooh, POV, nice. I would say Dory. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Needs a battery to
Sounds
have her
a
battery the
beautiful
team.
director.
Not a
And
lot of
the
energy
aroma
particles.
of coffee.
Just
It
like
is almost as
compared to
refreshing as
Kuki,
the
she's not that
birds
great.
chirping in the morning.
Previous answer would have been
Everyone's managed to
Shinyan,
arrive
but
on time.
Dory took that spot.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers. Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items. And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining
Yeah,
the crew
Dory
now.
was
First of all,
kind of
please
lackluster.
allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to
Even though
everyone
Shinyan didn't have a lot of screen
When my
time,
investor
her
informed
screen
me
time
yesterday he
was
wouldn't be able to
heartfelt,
provide the funds,
at least.
I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film.
I think
had
Dory
no
tried to
idea
rip
that
us
I'd
off,
find so
rip
many
us off
people willing to
twice.
help me on such short notice.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
It's been a while since I
Your works made a profound
remember
impression on me
Dory's
when I
part
saw
in the
them
Archon
back in
quest,
Inazuma.
so
I am sure that
memory's a
someday
little fuzzy.
this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Genre.
You may take it from here, Director Farina.
Ooh, it's a good one.
All right, listen up, everyone.
I'll have to think about that. I don't have an answer at this moment in
The
time.
first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches. All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized
Poor
by
thing.
that.
Yeah. Who wouldn't
Anyway,
be?
let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Just a little bit. Swear to God. Alright, let's get to it. If Act 2 takes too
Time to
long,
go.
How about here?
we could probably do 2
A
acts.
little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack. Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Alright,
Paimon's really
let's
happy to hear
see.
that.
Yeah, I don't want to take too long on this.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Good talk.
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Ayaka gets gun.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Sure thing, Jenny.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Like this?
Ayako with the gun. Truly the cursed timeline. We are all doomed. Imagine she uses her burst and it comes out of the gun. It's like bam, bam, bam. That'd be kind of funny. Regardless.
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Yeah, Guakiaka is something
Good.
else.
Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh.
Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
Okay.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
But brother...
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated. Now, I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Are you really sure?
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly. Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevres.
Chevrolet mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
All right, I'll take the role.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevrolet. You have my gratitude.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well,
Can't wait to see the
since my
cutscene.
brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss Chevrolet. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevrolet.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
Ayato! It's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Yes, I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Go on now. And please take
go.
good care of Ayaka.
Yep, don't worry.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
Cutscene time?
All right.
Oh yeah,
Now that we're all here,
probably later
let
on.
me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevrolet will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment. Silence on the set! Lights! Camera! Action!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip! I'm home!
Mother! You were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home?
The planning is insane.
What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that
It feels
no one
planned
really wants to play with us.
because they've had
Even
this
took Iris's
planned out for
doll
years in
and spat at
advance.
us.
Just like loose plans, I think. So
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you.
just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet, but one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
My God,
Cut!
when we see the teaser for Natlin, it's gonna be insane.
Not bad. The actor's emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Oh, got it.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevros?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence. Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles.
Alright, second scene.
This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back. Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! Mother!
Big gasp.
She's...
Huh? There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
Good.
Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And cut! Beautiful! Great performance! Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character. It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
Looks like this is going well. Okay. Just have to see the editing and post.
Huh? Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard. feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
Good work, you two.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot! You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned. Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. Oh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh? Right now? But we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
Alright.
So, where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Oh, it's by the workshop. Why am I walking? Teleport. Welcome back, Jenny. We are still doing the quest.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components?
Nothing for
Sorry,
dinner for
could
me
you
yet.
be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Alright, next up.
Time to go.
Don't know what to eat for dinner, actually. Think about it some more.
Oh, hey, Chevres. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case? Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh? Why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
I'm
Then
considering
has
it too,
anybody
Jenny.
come specifically looking for
not yet.
mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Centre. I don't typically give them to one specific person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, let's head to Fleuve Centre next.
No ordering. I'm pretty sure we have some food.
People might
Like,
not be so thrilled to see the
I know I have
captain of
ramen,
the special
so
patrol there.
I could probably
You
make
think
some
so,
ramen.
huh? Then I guess you
Not
don't
some
know.
eggs.
Huh?
Huh?
No what?
I can make some ramen, maybe.
That I grew up in Fliv, Sandra.
Alright. I mean, I would like to order Chinese food, but not in the mood tonight. Maybe Friday, but not now. Oh. Just went off the stairs.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I
Thank
don't
you,
know
Jenny.
anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
Seems you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to Muskets in Fliv Sandra lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more Mora!
The noises came from the end of the Southern Waterway. I came out and had a look for myself when I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pat de fruits.
Dang. Chevy here, just making it rain with the Mora.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk. My apologies, I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings.
I just had
But
some onion
taking
rings,
care of
actually.
junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet. Now then, let's keep going.
She just, like, made them appear. She joined Lenny's magic show.
Follow the wind.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
This is Fliv Sandra, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
And Fliv Sandra, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and
Hey,
sits there
Michael.
with a nasty look
We're
in his
just
eyes.
doing the
So,
end story.
who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't
As much as we can today.
Even if you asked, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevrolet. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
I'll come and go as I please, and I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
No idea what you're talking about.
All right. Don't
Michael.
say I didn't warn you.
Not too sure if I would even be able to get up. Investigate into food.
Time to go.
That sounds good. I like to get some cookies too.
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon. Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendra own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this.
It's only second day in. We'll see what happens. Of the year
Seems like that's all we'll
2024.
be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendra for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendra. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man. Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead. Much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom exactly? We've thoroughly investigated that possibility. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then. In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More
I don't.
importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person.
Just like how it
He
looked
didn't
on the
seem like
avatar.
the kind of person who would pull
So
the
it's
trigger
staying
to
there.
kill a man.
Then, what should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit
But
in
as
just
always,
a single day.
the ice cream
How
machine
about
never
this?
works.
Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Okay, that's part 2. Complete. Lone Isle blinks through the fog. Still have 3 more. And this took an hour. That's fine. Only 8:20. Okay. So what we'll do is... How many more days do we have? 5 days left. What we'll do is... I'll save this for tomorrow. And then we'll just continue it. Yeah, so we'll do the next part of the story tomorrow. And I'll save all of the... Do I want to save it? How long is the Lost Riches? 12 days? And this one's easier to finish, so we'll do 1 every day. We still have 3 days left, so that's good. Okay. Good to go. So, 22... Don't think I have anything right now. Yeah, I got nothing else. So we'll leave it as is. We'll end here. What I'll do is probably take like 40 minutes or so. Probably gonna make a snack or make some dinner. I don't know. We'll probably hop into HSR for some Sim Universe farming. Like, pretty much directly. Else, but I should have some Trailblaze power.
Is wonderful.
To use.
Enough to convince
So we'll
anyone to
see.
become a wanderer.
So, thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. And I'll see you soon. In the next hour or so. If you're not coming back, have a good rest of your night. See you later.